Arteta versus Amorim, Hojlund versus Gabriel, Saka versus Dalot, Odegaard versus Ugarte, Arsenal versus United. Big game energy coming up for Amorim on Wednesday. Can United turn up away from home against a top 6 side? It is no doubt Amorim's biggest challenge yet as Manchester United manager. Let's run through all the team news, our starting 11 predictions, and of course, our match predictions for that game at the Emirates. So we have had Ipswich, Bodo Glimt, Everton, and now Arsenal. Amorim against Arteta. What's your prediction and what's your starting 11 prediction? Good luck guessing it. I don't even think I'm going to get one of these for the next couple of months, but I'm going to try my best. I'm going to run through all the team news from Amorim in his press conference and the conversations I think that need to be had about certain players and how I think the game will go, as well as my match prediction. Let me know what you think in the comments, and please do drop a like on the video. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm nervous about United playing a top 6 team away from home because I have PTSD after what I've seen for the last few years. All right? We've just been awful. The most important thing, and I've kind of sound like Amorim here, but I'm focusing on the performance rather than the result. All right? Now, if the good performance is there, the result will follow, sure, but United need to go there. And I'm not saying play toe-to-toe with Arsenal. Approach the game in a very smart way and execute it. And I'm not just saying just sit deep and having 0% of the possession as well. Amorim wants control. I'm going to run through the team news now and also comments from Amorim on how he wants his team to play. Now, of course, the headline story is around Yoro. This is what Amorim said ahead of the game. He goes, maybe Yoro is going to be in the squad. He goes, I feel he's in a good moment now. His fitness is better, so I think he's going to be in the squad. But you can see down there, we have to be careful. We have to manage the load and the minutes. We could see Yoro make his debut in a matchday squad, but I can't imagine we're going to see him in the starting 11. Bruno being fit, least surprising news of the year. He went off with a precaution and probably just to get rested against Everton. He's fit to start this game. Now, I think this is where it gets interesting because if you look at Bodo Glimt and you look at Hojlund, for example, best player, 2 goals, you think he'd start against Everton. No, he was rested because he needed to be rested. And Amorim said this quite a few times now about managing minutes for players. And I think that's going to come into this game here as well. But he wants United to have the ball. If you don't have the ball, you work harder. That's just part of football. So controlling a game is largely to do with controlling possession. Now let's run through the team that played Everton and the changes I think we're going to be having. All right. This was the team that started against Everton. Now there's a couple of obvious changes that we need to do because Martinez is suspended. Mainu is suspended. So both of those players are gone. Right. And who else plays in their absence? I think this is probably one of the hardest to call, this overall 11. Or maybe not. They're all just as hard as each other. Yoro, I don't think he'll start this game. I'm not going to bring him into my starting 11, right? Mazraoui, of course, will start. And I think this is where you might disagree with me on this one. And it's definitely going to be a controversial thing for me to say. I don't think Ahmad will start this game. And I will go back to this comment here about managing minutes for players. In the same way that Hojlund was man of the match against Bodo Glimt and didn't start against Everton, I think Ahmad was man of the match against Everton, and I don't think he'll start here. And this is going to be my back 5, all right? So I think Ahmad's going to go. It's not to say that he's getting dropped, but I think from a fatigue perspective is the reason I'm putting him on the bench. I actually think you might see this, right? De Ligt moving from central centre-back. Maguire's actually not injured anymore, so I need to change his colour. Where do you change that one there? Colour. You're seeing behind the scenes here. Anyway, Maguire, I think, will start as a central centre-back, and I think Luke Shaw will come in as the left-sided centre-back, with Dalot and Mazraoui as the 2 fullbacks. Now, that's more out of circumstance than out of choice. Okay? I'm just doing this as a prediction for managing minutes. And also, I think United will probably, when it comes to the back 3 or the back 5, it depends on who you're playing. And I think he'll want to operate a little bit tighter. And I'm going to predict Mazraoui playing as a right wing back with De Ligt as the right-sided centre-back, Dalot as the left wing back, and Shaw as a left-sided centre-back. And in midfield, I'm going to be making changes as well. Now, there's going to be so many people that disagree with me on that, but this is just a prediction, all right? I'm going to get most of my predictions wrong. I don't think I'll get my midfield prediction wrong. I'm going to put Ugarte on the side with De Ligt and Mazraoui, and I'm going to put Bruno Fernandes as the other one, which I think happened against, was it Bodo Glimt? I think it was. And that's from an energy perspective. I think who else are you going to play alongside Ugarte? Casemiro, we know the issues he's going to have out of possession, and this will be a very intense game. With Rice, with Odegaard, with Havertz, with Saka, they're going to have so much movement and so much physicality. I think Bruno's going to drop deeper. Also gives a space up the pitch, maybe somebody else. That's my prediction for the defence and the midfield, all right? Some changes. I want to start Ahmed, but I think he's going to be left on the bench because of managing minutes. Bruno, I think, will start and will start deeper. And of course, Hojlund comes back into this starting 11. So that's another change I'm going to be making. Xerxes dropping down there and Hojlund coming in. I think Rashford will keep his spot, but who plays in the other position? Is it going to be Garnacho or is it going to be Xerxes off the back? And this is the one I think I'm toying with the most. I went into this video thinking that I'm going to put Garnacho there. I think he'll put Garnacho there alongside Rashford. And now I'm kind of second guessing myself thinking, actually, maybe he'll play Xerxes with Rashford. And you could say this is quite a defensive formation. Well, it will be, I think. I think it's going to operate more like a back five than a back three against Arsenal. Just a prediction. It might be wrong. Who do I think? I think it's probably going to be this. I think it'll be Rashford and Garnacho. Hojlund up front. And Xerxes can come on from the bench. That's my starting 11 prediction. And there's a lot of change there. If Yoro was fit, Yoro would be in the starting 11. If Ahmad didn't... Hojlund was dead after the Bodo Glimt game and he was rested for Everton. Ahmad was... I think he went down with cramp. He played the full 90. He was noticeably fatigued. And Amorim's even mentioned it. And mentioned that we have to increase the physical flooring of Ahmad. So I think that's why I'm going to be putting him to come on from the bench in this game. We know where the danger point is for United in this game, right? It's down that side. It's down where Saka's going to be playing. Odegaard's going to be dropping into those spaces. And was it Yuri and Timber playing as right back right now? Not actually quite sure. That's going to be the danger point for United, right? So Shaw and Dalot with Bruno coming in to back them up. I think a lot of this game, how well United play, will be how United play out of possession. And I know there's a lot of controversial changes there, but I think this is kind of down to me listening to the manager and listening to the fact that he's going to be trying to manage the minutes of these players so much. My prediction for this game, oh my God. I think I'm going to go for a 2-2. I think there'll be goals either side. Arsenal, when was the last time we won there? Well, we should have won under Eric Ten Hag. The one we still get nightmares about, the Garnacho offside one. I'm going to go for a 2-2. I can't give you like a tactical reason as to why that's going to happen, but I just think it's going to be quite an intense game. I think both teams will get opportunities, and I think Arsenal are going to have the quality to score, and I think United will too. So I'm going to go for a 2-2. And there's a lot of changes there. I'm bringing in Maguire to start as a central centre-back. De Ligt moving him to right centre-back. That's why Ugarte's on that side to help cover that space. But the big threat is on the left. Luke Shaw's there. He might not be fit to start. And if Luke Shaw's not fit to start, who starts left centre-back? Not bloody Johnny Evans. I'll tell you that. I actually don't know who would play there. I've got no idea who's fit. But Yoro, I think, will come off the bench. Don't think he'll start. That's my predicted 11. I've probably done that wildly wrong. I've got no idea. You let me know what you think in the comments below. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the game. I'm nervous, but I'm looking forward to seeing what Amorim can do.